Welcome to Prezganje. Now tell me that isn't harder to say than Ptuj. In September 2018, the Daily Mail Online published an article claiming that the little town of Ptuj in Slovenia is the hardest name to pronounce for British holidaymakers, which quite frankly is ridiculous if you ask me. My name is Ian Middleton. I am a British travel writer and travel and landscape photographer. I also have a home in Slovenia because my wife is Slovene, and I've been to Ptuj, and I can tell you that it's not that difficult to pronounce. Okay, looking at it, it would probably be quite difficult if nobody told you. First time I saw it, I thought, what is it? Ptuj? But then somebody said to me, no, it's Ptuj. Oh, Ptuj. Oh, that's not too hard. Okay, perhaps I'm not saying it perfectly, but it's not too difficult to pronounce. And I can tell you for a fact that there are many more places in Slovenia that are much harder to pronounce than Ptuj, but they are also very beautiful. So in this series of videos, I'm going to take you on a tour of places in Slovenia that are harder to pronounce than Ptuj. Welcome to Prezganje. Now tell me that isn't harder to say than Ptuj. Prezganje. Try it again. It's difficult. Here's the correct pronunciation from my wife.
Prezganje.
There you go. Prezganje, you see, Prezganje, I'll try and say it again, is a nice little village lying on the outskirts of Ljubljana. It lies just above the Besnica Valley, and it's a great location, first of all, for photography. I love coming here because from a hilltop here you get a view of this church behind me, a beautiful view. You also get views across to the hills and to Grim Mountain, and then from various viewpoints up on the church itself you get a great view of the Kamnik Alps, and then from various locations around here you get some great photographs. Also, it's great for holidaymakers. You can come here cycling. A lot of people come cycling through these hills and along these roads here. It's really, really nice. There's great places to eat just up by the church here. By the way, the name of this church is the Church of Saint Margaret. And just by this church is a nice little pizzeria and a great place to eat and have a beer. And a good place for lunch too, actually. And also, all around these hills there are nice little tourist farms where you can buy local produce. There's lots of walking trails, forest trails, where you can pick, depending on the season, you can pick blueberries, you can pick mushrooms, you can pick chestnuts. Right about now it's autumn and people are out chestnut picking. So it's a great little place, but it's difficult to say, more difficult than Ptuj. Okay, now the hill on which the church sits is also a great viewpoint. It's slightly different from this, but when you get up there you can get a view across to the Kamnik Alps in the east, the northeast, and the Julian Alps over in the west. And at the right time of year the sun sets over the Julian Alps and it's a magnificent sight. So I'm going to take you up there now. And this is Kostelna Marietka. Great place for pizza. A pizzeria in there, good little bar, and other food too. Well, I'm on the hill now where the church sits. As you can see, the church is right behind me, and it's just finished chiming. So hopefully you'll be able to hear now what I want to say. Now, this viewpoint is magnificent, just like the other side. Now you can see here that you can also see the hill where Boggits was, where I was standing on. And you can get some great shots and views with this hill with Boggits, and right behind, far in the distance, you can see the Kamnik Alps. If we look just around, here we go. Right there in the distance you can see the Kamnik Alps, and if we pan around this way, right over there in the distance, is very hazy right now, but you can see the Julian Alps. And more importantly, you can see the peak of Triglav, which is Slovenia's highest mountain peak. So this is a fabulous viewpoint. I'm actually right behind the Kostelna Marietka, the little restaurant, the pizzeria I told you about. That's the roof right down below. So this is the hill between there and the church. It's a great viewpoint, so definitely come and check it out.
you.